Alright, so this last video I wanted to add as a short video that talks about a video marketing strategy for Facebook. Okay, I've already mentioned several times that using video marketing is really powerful, offers a lot of benefits, and this is a strategy that I've been sharing at my masterminds and has become a little bit more common now that people know about this strategy and know how it can work. But it's still really powerful and can still be really effective. And I just want to share with you the basics of how this works. Okay. So the video strategy that can help you scale quickly when you have a great product that people are buying. Note that last part, please. It's important to remember that this is not a secret to scale your product without any result or without any evidence already of sales. Okay, this is something that if you are getting sales and your product is doing well, this can help you scale out to more people very quickly. Okay, so here's basically what it is. All right, in a nutshell, right here is the strategy. You're going to run a broad engagement ad to build up 25,000 views or more on your video. And this is inexpensive with most videos because your CPM is going to be well under $10 usually. So if you have a cost per impression of $5, means you spend $125 to get 25,000 views on your video. Now, the reason that I say to only do this on a product that's been proven to work well is because obviously you don't want to do this at a testing phase. You don't want to be spending $125 on a product just to run video views before you even know if that product is working or not. And that's the biggest difference between what I see some of these other people out here talking about is they try to teach this strategy as a way that you can turn any product into a winning product by just running views on the video, just running video views ads and then taking the audience and then selling, or I'm sorry, then taking these audiences and creating conversion campaigns. But if you haven't already proven that this is an existing product doing well, then you could just end up wasting a lot of money on this strategy. Okay, so assuming, again, that your product is getting sales and showing signs of winning. Remember, this is why I like to, in my testing strategy, I always start off with an engagement campaign and a conversion campaign. And I start the conversion campaign at a small budget. But assuming that the conversion campaign is showing me great signs of promise, or even if the engagement campaign is in terms of sales and showing me that people are interested in this product and buying, then I'm going to start putting a little bit more money into the engagement campaign so I can start to build up this audience of people that viewed. Okay. Next, you'll want to start creating your custom audiences. Now, you can create for all of them. I don't necessarily recommend starting out with all of them. I recommend starting out definitely with the top ones. Okay. So I showed you where this was in the audiences section. Basically, once you've been running this, you'll be able to go in to your custom audiences section inside your ads manager and create an audience from your video views. Okay, so you'll have 95%, 75%, and 50% for sure, because anybody that's viewed at least 50% of your video is definitely interested. And if you already have proven that people are buying this product and it's a good product for that audience, then you know that these people who are interested are actually a really good audience that you can use, because not only can you retarget these people and probably get a lot of them to buy, but now what we can do is we can also take these audiences here and use them to create lookalikes, okay? Separating it 1 to 5%, and not to be confused with this. What I mean here is 1% lookalike, 2% lookalike, 3% lookalike, 4% lookalike, 5% lookalike, right? You remember where I showed you in the audiences how you can break out the different percentages of your lookalike audiences. So this will be your source audience. 95% video views, 75% video views, 50% video views. These are your source audiences, and then you'll take each one of those source audiences for as many regions as you want, and then separate out at least the first 5%. So this right here, let's say you're just targeting in the US. this right here would create you 15 new audiences to test in the USA. Okay, if you're targeting the major regions of the world, like economic EEA, NAFTA, and ASEAN, then this would break out 45 audiences for you to start testing. All right, and then you're going to launch a conversion campaign, and each ad set you'll use one of these. Okay, so 95% video views, 1% lookalike, US. That's one ad set. 95% video views, 2% lookalike, US. That's another ad set. 95% views, 3% lookalike, European Economic Area. That's another ad set. So you're breaking each one into its own ad set because each lookalike is going to be a decent sized audience already in and of itself. So that's the strategy. All right. This is a way to create a lot of new audiences. And then everything from there is the same testing, right? Same testing metrics, same testing phase that we've talked about. You're putting them in a conversion campaign optimized for purchase. You're going to launch all of these ad sets. Each ad set will have one lookalike audience in it, and then you're going to monitor the ones that work, turn off the ones that don't, and scale the ones that work using the scaling strategies we already talked about. All right, and then based on the success of the first three audiences, right, 95%, 75%, 50%, and based on the success of the first 5% of those audiences, you can scale out even more. You could do 5 to 10%, or I'm sorry, 6 to 10% for these existing audiences, and then you could take these lower engagement levels and also create custom audiences for 1 to 5% for each one of these and test them. Right, you might as well, if these are all working, then you might as well test these too, because some of these might work as well. And if the 1 to 5% is working, you might as well test 6 to 10% on each one of these as well. So at the maximum potential with only one region, you could be creating 60 audiences. At the maximum potential with 3 regions, you could be creating 180 audiences. That's on top of the 150 audiences we talked about in the previous video, where we talked about creating custom events based off of, or I'm sorry, custom audiences based off of your conversion events, right? So now with videos on a winning product, you see that we can easily get up to testing, somewhere in the nature of 2 to 300 ad sets, right? And if we're able to find a bunch of those ad sets that are working and start duplicating them out and scaling them, that's how you can create really big campaign success without necessarily putting in a lot of money just into one ad set budget. All right, so that was a short video. I'm already done, but I think really powerful, really valuable. Don't underestimate this strategy. It can and has made people a lot of money because it's effective and it works really well when you have a winning product, because it gives you the ability to expand into a lot of new audiences and then take those audiences and also increase budgets on them to be able to have lots and lots of ad sets running at once and have lots of sales coming in from different places. Thanks for watching. That is everything from me for the Facebook ads module. In the next video, you will be able to get access to the expert that I've been talking about, that he will be introducing his content as well.